Well, there we have it, the first portion of the debate. What do you think? Don't knows. Any wiser? We've got a couple of guests here to chat through. Government Minister, Humza Yousaf. Humza, one of the lines that seemed to come up in that early section is we don't get the governments we vote for, and there was a bit of a ding-dong between the boy Darling and the First Minister about who they vote for. How's that playing out?
You know, I think he got to the heart of the issue, the First Minister. The heart of the issue was because we don't get the government that we voted for, here you've got a prosperous society like Scotland, where you've got food banks, and he mentioned 35 in the mile radius, or 10-mile radius. Food banks in a country that's as prosperous as us, and yet a government that we didn't vote for is spending money on nuclear weapons that we don't want. I mean, that is the heart of the issue. If you take nothing else, take that we have a government that we didn't vote for that is spending our money while people are struggling to eat. I mean, that alone for me is a convincing case for yes.
I mean, one has to say, Alistair Darling, for a backbench MP of an opposition party, is doing really well. He's doing really well. Right, Saffron, you're from Pollokshields, but nonetheless, we've allowed you some airtime.
Oh, I know, I'm so lucky.
A Southside lassie, how do you feel about this notion of prosperity? I mean, it's quite difficult to nail down what the shape of Scotland's going to be in the next 10 years. But what was really chiming with you in terms of what you want Scotland to be?
Of course, the shape can be various, but there's no one disputing that Scotland will be able to shape a more prosperous country. And the bare fact is that Scotland is wealthy, and Scotland does have the wealth to give the people the lives that they deserve. As Humza's already said, the 35 food banks within a 10-mile radius of where the First Minister's currently standing, that's completely inexcusable in a country as wealthy as Scotland. We should be helping the poor and not punishing them and demonising them.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 16.
16, so you are part of the new tranche of voters that we've got in. Across your peers, those you're at school with and the like, what is the feeling, just in terms of you taking the temperature yourself?
It's really various. I'm a great believer that you will not know until the day, because everybody's got different circles. Of course, I'm involved in Yes, so I'm quite heavily involved in the independence bubble, and most of my friends are Yes voters, but I have my best friend's a complete staunch Lib Dem no voter. So,
difficult.
I know.
How does she manage to sit up in class with that backbone? But before we go, I think just to be serious for a moment, we have had mention of food banks in Scotland, and even Saffron can't afford jeans without holes in them. So really, if you're undecided, think about Saffron, think about the south side of Glasgow, think about 30p for a bag of corn maze snacks. Join us at the next ad break. What do you think about corn maze snacks?
Space Raiders all the way.
All the way.
All the way.